Hello there everyone and welcome back to some more DML. So today we actually have 3 new dragons that I'm going to be showing you, and obviously we do have the brand new Frosty Foes event that is coming out later today. But these new dragons are more than likely related to that Frosty Foes Castle event that we're going to see. So we're going to go through them now before the event comes out, probably at like 3 to 4 PM for me. So what is that, like for 7 hours from now-ish. But the first dragon that we'll take a look at here is this one here that was used on the event banner. So this is the Frost Fairy Dragon. Pretty cute little guy here. You can see it's all purpley and it kind of looks like the pixie dragon's like long lost cousin or something like that to me. And a cute little leg as well. But this dragon is apparently a void, water, and wind dragon with a base stat of 64. So, not great stat-wise, but, you know, it's going to be a part of the event. It's going to be a nice collector's dragon, and this is more than likely going to either be the tier 3 or the final tier reward. You know how in castle events we have 3 dragons that you can earn, the card pack dragon, the final level, and the middle level, sort of. So, I imagine she's probably the 3rd level reward dragon that we're going to get. And then the second dragon that we've got here is the Snow Sport dragon, which is a very interesting concept. If you look out of his head, he literally has, like, skis coming out of his head. I don't know how you could get any more ridiculous than that, but adorable little dragon, nice blue on the front of him here with a cute little design coming off on the back. And so the Snow Sport is a shadow, water, and fire dragon, which is interesting typing to be honest, with a base attack stat of 69, which is, you know, considering that's actually quite high for an epic dragon. And this is the adult form right here. Again, it looks pretty much the same as the baby one, even the features are kind of the same size, but I do like it. It looks like an Olympic-themed dragon. I like it. I like it. And there's no egg out for this dragon, unfortunately. And then the final one that we have here is the Snow Queen Dragon. So, you know, getting flashbacks to Frozen at this point, for anyone that's seen that. Snow Queen Elsa, you know, all that jazz. But this is a dragon that we've seen on the front cover of the event, and the one that was sort of advertising the most recent Christmas patch. So this is the baby form here. You can see it's got a little snowy crown. And the Snow Queen Dragon is a light, water, and shadow dragon with a base attack stat of 69 again. So we've got 2 actually quite high attack stat epics here. And this is the adult form. I have to say the eye kind of weirds me out a bit. And the bottom, instead of snow, it almost looks like a big cloud. But at the end of the day, I was like, is this the snowflake dragon? Is this... I might have actually said, is this the Snow Queen? I don't remember. But either way, these are the new 3 dragons that we're going to get. I think that the Snowstorm, or the Snow Sport, I should say, I feel like he's going to be one of the more basic rewards from his typing. Like, he's going to be the mid or the final level dragon reward. That's just the feeling that I get. And I think the Snow Queen... It looks like the more elegant dragon. It looks like the harder dragon to get to me. That's normally how they do it. If it looks like it's sort of more elegant or more... I don't know how to phrase it, but that's normally the card pack dragon. So that may not be true. That's just my guess about what's going to happen late today. But at the end of the day, we'll have to wait and see. But those are all the new dragons. And again, I'm getting the new event stuff from the in-game post here. Join this special Christmas event and win exclusive prizes. Defeat the Frosty Foes kicks off on Friday. It is currently Friday, so there you go. There you go. It's pretty easy, but I do kind of like those dragons, but at the same time, I'll be honest, I do have word that apparently there are some more dragons in this patch that are even cooler than they are. And I'm not going to give any spoilers as to what they are currently, but I do love some of the new stuff that is coming out more than likely, so look out for any news on some of the newer dragons as well as those. But in other DML news, we did manage to breed the leopard. I just took it out of the breeding den not too long ago, so, you know, there's another enchantment breedable dragon done, but my only problem is I have nowhere to put these new dragons, and same with these new event dragons. That is definitely not the breeding time that we're looking for. But these new event dragons as well, I have no habitats to put them in. So, legitimately what I'm going to end up having to do is I'm going to have to complete this event on both Windows and Android, just so that I can actually put the dragons down. So if I actually want to see the dragons in game after the event's over, or like pet them, feed them, you know, what we normally do, I'm actually going to have to do the event on both of my devices, which is kind of annoying. But you know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try and do it at least, because normally I end up getting bored. But while we are here as well, you may have noticed this little symbol over the top of your habitats. If I click this habitat, it says add video reward. Would you like to watch a short ad video to earn some precious gems? I would click this, but that will send the audio to 700% volume, and I will legitimately have to tab out. So I'm not going to do that. But that feature has indeed returned to the game. You know, people before would say, I can't believe that they introduced this new feature and then immediately removed it. It was one of the best things they ever did, blah, blah, blah. Well, now they've re-added it just before the event has come back, which, very good. Very good news. I am very happy that that has returned at the end of the day. Very, very pleased indeed. And we just finished a clan event, so we've got a new clan event in 9 days, 23 hours, which probably hints at the fact that this castle event is going to last for 10 days, roughly. So, like all castle events, I believe it's about 10 days, so yeah, that goes along with what they wrote down in here, doesn't it? Frosty FOES 8 to the 17th, so yeah. I thought I was going crazy then for a second. I was like, wait, didn't it say something different? No, I'm correct. But, now, while we're here, I don't think anything else new has been going on in DML, so we'll just do these fights for now. I don't have VIP anymore, so I don't have extra bonuses, I don't have auto battle tickets. I don't know, assuming that I actually get paid the payment I've been due from my, my old YouTube partner, because I'm actually due 3 months worth of payments at this point. Which is kind of ridiculous, because if you think how many people rely on their monthly payments, like, all the time, coming in on time, and I'm 3 months overdue, you can probably put together that I'm not the happiest little girl right now. And just to top all of that off, if missing 3 months worth of payments, which I've had to go manually out of my way to try and claim, because the my old partnership was incompetent, then, at the same time, you know, I haven't been uploading, I haven't been around. The reason being that my internet provider decided to not warn me of any maintenance, and they just, the internet was down for over 24 hours, with, again, no warning, and then you called them up, and it said, there's maintenance going on, so it'll be fixed by 9 PM. Considering that the internet was down that day from around about 6 to 7 AM, that was already like, it was bordering on 20 hours of downtime at that point. It was like 15 hours, I'm exaggerating. But then, you called them up at 9 PM when the internet wasn't up, and then it said, oh, there's maintenance, by the way, and now it won't be fixed until tomorrow morning. It's like, oh, okay then. So, you're just going to shut my internet down for over 24 hours, and you've actually told no one. Well, I mean, it's not like some people rely on their internet connection to, I don't know, contact people. I don't know, actually work or something like that. So, yeah. I think what's happened is I've just had a streak of bad luck the last couple of days, and this first dragon here is already demolishing our clay dragon. Let's not deal with you. Why do you have to do this to me where I'm already annoyed? Don't annoy me more, Missile Dragon. But I would have updated with the new dragons and everything literally instantly, had it not been for that thing. like me missing out on 3 months worth of payments, you know, that's whatever. I'll get that money whenever. I'm just lucky that, you know, I'm not scrimping and just barely making it by, you know, because otherwise, you know, I just, you know, they've screwed over everyone that's ever been partnered with my old YouTube partnership. If you don't know what that means, it's everyone, pretty much, or everyone used to join into a YouTube partnership with a company, per se, or an MTCN, I think they're known as. And then they used to sort of give you benefits as a content creator. But what you can do is you can just de-link from them and just be a partner with YouTube itself and then not have to split the revenue like 60-40, which is what I think the split is for most. And basically they just haven't paid me for 3 months. No reason for it, they've just lost it. They've actually just lost my money apparently. So... you know, it's interesting, definitely interesting, and I don't know what I'm going to do about my internet provider, because I also have issues with that just to begin with, because my internet, I have 2 connections. I have I think it's a gigahertz connection of 5 gig and a 2.5, and the 5 gig is the quicker one with 0 packet loss. That's what allows me to play, you know, really competitive video games without any packet loss, like Paladins or Overwatch. God forbid I ever play that game again. But those are the 2 connections I have, and I have to use the 5 gig connection because otherwise it's terrible playing. And that connection goes down about 6 times a day, or it used to. I don't know if it's going to now, if it's even working. But I don't know. That's what was happening to begin with, and then they just shut the internet off for literally over 24 hours with no warning. They didn't say how wide the issue was, and then after calling them up, even after they said, oh, well, it should be fixed within 2 hours this morning. That happened about, like, 20 minutes ago, by the way, that phone call. And then they said, well, if it isn't working within 2 hours, it'll be Tuesday when it's working. So, and considering that the internet went out, when was it? Yesterday morning, that was literally about 6 days. 6 days that people connected to this internet provider are going to have to wait to have any internet access. So, if you don't complain, basically, you don't get internet for a week. So, I don't know. How does that make you feel? That makes me feel fantastic. To know that you're just gonna randomly get all of your service turned off for literally hundreds and hundreds of hours. I don't know, maybe I'm just overreacting, but some would say that is a pretty disgusting practice from an internet provider, considering that this is in England. You know, if that was in like Australia or India, you know, I'd expect that sort of service, don't get me wrong. But not in England, when in my house, we're paying for, like, some of the most expensive internet that you can get because it gives, like, 250 megabytes per second connection speed. I think it is, something like that. Whereas it used to be, like, 100. You know, it doesn't really change it that much. All that I really need is upload speed. But it doesn't change the fact that having your internet down for such a long period of time with absolutely no prior warning, and then saying, oh yeah, this is extended for a week. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say at this point. You know, it got so dire to the point where I literally could not do anything related to this, that I just had to sit there with Osu on my PC as the only way to listen to music. That's a very depressing time. You know, I can't play Osu that much anymore because my hands are dead, basically on a physical level. But I can use Osu as my music player. In dire situation where I have no internet access. But at least that's a good thing to note for future. Yeah, I've had an interesting couple of days, to put it lightly, and I'm hopefully back until they decide to step on the cabling at the internet place again. I just call it the internet plays. I just don't want to give out the name of my provider, just in case anything weird happens. You know what people are like on the internet. But, I don't know, maybe someone works there that, like, doesn't like me, and then they'll go and step on my cable on purpose, you know? Oh, finally. And we can't even do this fight. Fantastic. But yes, like I said, I just... a little bit annoyed. A little bit annoyed. So, I don't know when things are going to go back to... You know, I was just talking recently, you know, I'm just at the end of the point where I was sick. I was about to start getting back into stuff again. And then, I don't even have access to my internet in my own home. I have 4G, but you really think that after an entire day of no access, I have any data left on my phone? Psh, you're joking, right? You think I actually have data left? Oh, you're funny. So, if the internet goes out again, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm actually going to start painting again at this point. I don't even know anymore. But, that's going to do me for now. Like I said, the event is going to be coming out later today, so make sure you are prepped. Like I was saying, make sure your farms are open, make sure your breeding den is open. I may not have followed my own advice, although I do have Kronos available. But keep your farms empty. Keep your habitat stocked up, keep your breeding den empty, make sure you don't use your auto battle tickets. If you've got them, save them for when the event starts. I'm sure it's just going to be the same as normal castle events, but just in case, keep everything on the ready. But for now, I am going to leave you guys there, so I guess I'll see you in like 7 hours for those of you that are going to watch the event video as well. But for now, I will see you then.